Hi, everybody. At Skating PJ here. I don't know what's happening. I am alone. I am alone here for Zamboni breaks, but I imagine that my friends from Scarborough Ice Galaxy, from the Ice Dance Elite Bunch, Carol Lane, Piper Gilles, and Paul Poirier, are on their way here shortly. Um, Technology being what it is, sometimes it's a little bit tougher to get here than you think it's going to be. But regardless, we are going to soldier on until they get here. One of the things that we want to talk about is the fact that Ice Dance Elite is hosting a holiday party this coming Sunday between 4 and 5 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be on the Scarborough Figure Skating Club Facebook page, on the PJ Kwong Facebook page, and on my Twitter at Skating PJ. It's going to be a chance to take a look and a listen and a chat with all of the skaters from the Ice Dance Elite program, including Piper and Paul, Carol and Shane, Molly and Dima, Michael and Emma. Let's see, who am I missing? I'm missing one team. It'll come back to me in the middle of the night. The other thing that we're doing through this holiday party, and this is Carol's inspiration, is donating to Food Banks Canada. We have listed on the invitation or on the notice for the party a link to Food Banks Canada. And so far, even before the party, we've been able to raise, let me just take a check, drum roll please, about $288. I'm just going to text that little rascal Carol to see where she is. Yoo-hoo. Anyway, any questions, any comments about anything that's going on in the skating world? Terrible to see that three of Russia's brightest skaters have all been taken down for the moment by COVID-19. I'm talking about Dmitry Aliev, Elizaveta Tuktamisheva, and Alyona Kastonaya. Terrible what this virus is doing to people. Let's just take a look. Carol, where are you? Could be that they're just having difficulties at the rink. That sometimes happens. But I want to know, are you guys able to come to our holiday party, which is going to be, there we go. There they are. Hi, gang. How are you?
Oh, it's the like underwater robot voice. Oh.
You're gonna have to hold it.
I'm gonna have to hold it.
There you go. Sideways like that is just perfect.
This is backwards. It's very trippy.
I know.
Okay, the connection's not great. I'm just turning the
And
volume
now
up.
it's the ceiling.
There we go.
There we go. Everybody, don't move. I was just saying to our friends out there watching that we're going to have a holiday party on Sunday between 4 and 5 p.m. And drum roll, we have already raised $288.
Yay!
I agree. I'm going to put the link in the comments so that people can access it. And this is for Food Banks Canada. So I'm excited that we're going to be able to make a difference in some people's lives. Here is the link in our comments. There we go. And how are you guys today? How's the training going? What's going on, Carol? I love your haircut. I just cut my hair too in the bathroom, my bangs. See the nice little...
You're catching me on a clean day.
You're catching me on a day when I should be backing away from the scissors, but that's a story for a different day. So what are you guys up to?
Skating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our favorite thing to do.
Skating, getting ready for a challenge this week. So
I know, which is kind of a
fun.
surreal feeling, isn't it? Like doing a competition for the first time in such a long time. In this situation, it's a very odd feeling. I've done it with the juniors, and I thought, for sectionals, and I thought, it's going to feel better this time. And it doesn't.
Can you explain to people out there what exactly is happening? How are you, in fact, competing?
So every province has their own sort of way they're organizing it based on what the rules in that province are to do with lockdowns and COVID and all of those kinds of things. But essentially, everyone's filming a video of their run through. There are measures in place so that you only get to do one take, and everyone's filmed from the same angle. And then eventually they have a day where sort of they're going to make a skating order, and they're going to play all the videos in order like a competition, and it's going to be judged.
And then does it have any like far-reaching effects? Does it have to do like for people who are trying to qualify for the national championships?
Yes. If you're trying to qualify, you basically have to have your video in challenge. There are only buys, I think, for people who medaled in junior and senior last year. They're the only people that can bypass challenge. And I think most people are choosing to do it simply because it's an opportunity to perform and get some feedback, which none of us have had so far. So it's a good thing.
how are you keeping things fresh?
Lots of yelling.
Lots of yelling. Well, it's business as usual then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think, it's we've made lots of changes that actually nobody's seen yet in both of the programs. So we're excited to kind of get those out there and see how that goes down. And, we see the benefits ourselves. So we're hoping that it will be reflected, in what other people say as well. But it'll just be nice to skate something. And we love those programs. So we're not sorry to be doing them again. And I think you were, sorry, I'm talking too much, but I think you were kind of, we kept the programs because we were off the ice until June, and we didn't know if we'd get locked out again, and we thought we were competing in October. So that was our choice. And then some people went the opposite way and did new programs. But no matter what you chose, it basically ends up just being the decision that you made. I don't think there was any better or worse, because we've all ended up in the same place exactly. So
you guys have kind of a novel way of sort of organizing the training schedule. We are limited in this part of the country, in the Toronto area, to, is it 10 people?
yes.
10 people.
So when you do the math, how do you figure out who's where?
Carol.
Yeah.
Oh, she's made a schedule for us that we kind of flip a couple days. So 2 days a week we only have one session versus the 2 that we normally do, just so that we get fair for everybody in our group, that everyone gets the same amount of time.
Yeah.
So it's been a balancing act, but
Same for the coaches.
we have our amazing coach over here who does all our scheduling. So
yeah, we just made a rotation. Actually, Paul did it first of all, because Paul did it. Yeah.
I just kind of bugged everyone and I said, what days would be better for you to like have a lighter day?
Yeah.
And then we tried to make everyone happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then some days they have a late start or an early finish. But because we had 5 teams and 5 days, it actually worked out really evenly. And then we do the same with the coaches. Not everybody can be here every day, so we just do what we need to do.
And how are you guys managing the off-ice training? I mean, it used to be you would go to a gym, you do your off-ice, ballroom classes, you do all kinds of different things. So how are you doing that now?
Most of it is on Zoom.
Yeah.
I think like everyone else, we do have access to the Canadian Sport Institute here in Toronto. Their location is open for, I don't know what the rules are exactly, but Olympic designate athletes essentially.
Yeah.
So we are in the gym once a week, which is really nice just to be out of our living rooms. The more times we can do that, the better. And neither Piper nor I live in very big places. So that's nice. But the rest is all happening at home. Especially now that it's cold out, we can't really do anything outdoors. So
fair enough. Here's a comment just for Paul, a longtime fan. Congratulations on receiving your master's degree. Can you tell us about that?
I don't know what to tell you. I had a graduation about 2 weeks ago that was virtual, which was very strange. And it felt very underwhelming.
Considering all the work. It's a master's in what?
Yeah, I defended in at the end of August, so it's been a while when I sort of handed everything in and I like cleaned my hands of it, so to speak. So I've had a few months where I was removed from it, but it's been nice, and it's also kind of been nice to have some time to leisure read and catch up on TV shows that everyone started binging during the lockdown, and I was so busy writing I didn't have time to watch.
2 things. Well, your master's is in what, and what was your thesis about or on? Did I say that right?
Okay. Oh, this is, so my master's in linguistics. I wrote my thesis about Japanese grammar. I won't go into more details right now, but people can poke me by direct message or something if they want to know
Piper and
more.
I helped him, didn't we?
Absolutely.
We did a lot of the research work.
Yeah, and I have to give a shout out to skating journalist Hiro Yoshida, who did help me with some of my Japanese things and translating some things for me. So
Do you know what's so interesting? And another vote of congratulations, Paul. This is really quite remarkable. Hi, Nora. Nora, another one of our favorite coaching buddies. So the thing that's so interesting about this, now, Piper, you're not a language nerd, are you? No, Carol?
Piper Gilles.
She listens to me, though, when I talk about it.
Yeah, I do. I'm a good listener.
And she doesn't glaze over which
No.
I think
Do you
is
know what?
nice.
You know, Paul, that I'm a language nerd too,
Yeah.
and there are all kinds of language nerds throughout skating. I think part of what's happened is that we have this amazing opportunity to travel the world. But that whole idea, Paul and I have had lots of conversations about sort of like the little minutia of language and about structure and about syntax. So way to go! One of ours made it to the top.
Thank you.
Way to go! Any plans for the holidays aside from our big party on the 14th, 13th? Hold on.
13.
13th, which is the Sunday. I kept saying Sunday because I knew I would get the date wrong. 13th, 4 to 5 p.m. Okay. Any other plans for the holidays?
We're actually looking forward to having an actual break
Mhm.
between Christmas and New Year. Now that Nationals is not until February, we can legitimately, for the first time, I can't even remember
Yeah.
doing it actually. We can actually have the holiday and enjoy it in whatever way. I think it's going to be much quieter than usual, but that's okay
Nice.
too.
It's kind of nice.
I'm making plans with my family in England to get together on Zoom and have a get together on Christmas Day, which we actually have never done, so that will be cool.
That will be cool. What about you, Piper and Paul?
Yeah, it's,
Laying low.
laying low, just being with family that we have, small groups, of course, to abide by the rules and make sure everyone's safe. But I think it'll be nice just to be with friends and family.
We've actually, as a group, been super careful.
Yep.
All the way through. We've really not, we come to the rink, we're with each other, and we go home. And that's kind of all that all of us have done. We really haven't had many people into our group unless we've absolutely found it necessary, because I think, we were all very conversant with the fact that this is what we want to do. We want to be at the rink skating and trying to do our job. And to do that, we have to be as safe as possible and make everybody around us as safe as possible. So I think it was very, we've all lived exceptionally quiet lives during this whole time, all of us.
Yep.
It feels
I can attest
weird
to that.
to not see or to be like, oh, you're not a skater.
Yeah, I
I
know.
can't hang out with you. It feels so strange.
But it has been nice, and I think normally because we spend so much time together at the rink, we don't necessarily spend a lot of time outside of training with our training mates. So because we're all sort of in a bubble training together every day anyway, that's kind of become our social circle as well. So I think we've had a lot of opportunities to get to know our teammates better sort of outside the rink, which has been really nice.
Yeah, that's been nice. Yeah.
That is wonderful. Well, I know that the Zamboni is probably rounding the last turn.
You
So
just finished.
just finished. I knew it. Well, everybody, we're going to do another Zamboni break next week, which will be, I think, the last one before the holidays. I think.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to having everybody join us again next Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. For another Zamboni break. We'll report back in on all of the scandal from our holiday party. Do you think there'll be any
There
scandal?
will be much.
Everybody's welcome. Look, Scarborough Figure Skating Club Facebook page. Look for the PJ Kwong Facebook page and at Skating PJ on Twitter to join us on Sunday, the 13th of December, 4 to 5 p.m. These three rascals will be here, all from their separate little windows. We've got it all worked out so that my 10 windows are all filled with Ice Dance Elite types. And don't forget, we have been able to already raise almost $300 for Food Banks Canada. That is the purpose of our holiday party, is to be able to make sure that other people can have a little bit of Christmas or holidays. That's all. All right, guys. I just want to say thank you again for joining me. You are fantastic as always. And that's it for me. I'm at Skating PJ. I hope you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye for now.